Welcome to this Friday's episode of the Relly and Relly podcast, episode 2 of Relly and Relly Read Reddit Stories. I'm Relly.
And I'm Deli.
And today we have some pretty interesting stories coming your way.
I'm excited.
Yes. Okay. So again, for those of you who are new, Reddit is basically an online forum where people submit their questions, their stories, their inquiries, and ask for advice. Sometimes they're asking if they're the a-hole. Sometimes they're asking if they would be overreacting. Sometimes they're not asking for advice and they're just telling you exactly what the hell they did.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah.
But
and it's all done anonymously. So it's a great place, I feel, to go and scream into the echo chamber or scream into the void and see if you can get some answers or some clarity.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to be pulling from Am I Overreacting? Am I the a-hole? We might have one from Am I the Devil? I'll let you know as we start the stories. On the screen right now, you can see our Reddit. So make sure you go ahead and join us on Reddit.
Absolutely.
Now, Reddit is a very big and vast space. It's very aggressive.
It's the Wild West.
But if you go to u/Relly and Deli podcast, you can see our specific channels and forums. You can post anonymous questions that you want to hear us give advice on the podcast, or you can also take part in some of our questionnaires we're going to be having.
Absolutely.
Our favorite list, do some voting that's going to be coming up soon. Okay.
Absolutely. And you can also bring stories to us that aren't necessarily your stories, maybe some stories you stumbled upon that you want us to kind of read and discuss on the pod. Not a problem at all.
Yes. So you want to spill the tea? Come on, boo. We over here. So without further ado, we're going to jump into our first story. We're going to be doing 3 stories today. So the first story comes from Am I Overreacting? Okay. Am I overreacting for telling my boyfriend I won't be his free photographer anymore and sending him a rate sheet?
Oh!
I mean,
it was one thing to say, well, I'm going to have to see how it all folds out, but from the top, it's getting me by saying, not only would I not be a free photographer, that's a conversation. I can't be a free photographer anymore.
Right.
But, here's my rates.
Right.
So, yeah. What do you think? Just from the top.
I want to assume that he did a lot for you to send a bitch an invoice. But, I also feel like when you love people, you pay. When I do things for my mom has been the biggest supporter of me and my arts and my talents. And she always provides a check. She always refers me to people. And she makes sure people pay me. Family blonde lady. I've worked, on art for her business. And she never once kind of expected that I would do anything for free. And I would, because, that's my aunt.
But
so it's a two-way street.
It's different because it's her boyfriend. That's like me asking you, can you design something for me? I guess I keep asking for stuff. I don't know. And then you decide to charge me.
Yeah, but that's also me getting, I have work for you to do. Mm-hmm. And I'm oh yeah, here's some money for it. That's just me. I think because I'm an artist, all my artist friends, when I commissioned part of my comic to be done, I paid money. So I've never have it happen in a romantic relationship.
Right. That's the next level, I think.
I feel like if you love the person that you're with, you're gonna wanna pay. That's what I feel.
I'm gonna see how this all folds out. I need to know all the details.
I'm very particular with a coin, so
really reach a verdict.
I have a biased opinion.
And you are particular with a coin. Yeah,
because
that's the thing. I would assume you would do it for me for free.
I would do it for you for free.
But I don't know how far this is going with them. So
right.
It might be
but
a
you
point
also
where it's gonna make sense.
Correct.
I had to pay.
That's your boyfriend, girlfriend. We don't know how long they're together.
We don't know.
You my husband. So, you've now entered in the realm of getting stuff for free. You've been there for a long time. But
Yay.
Okay, so let's get into this. All right. So 26 female. My boyfriend is 28 male. Okay. And we're trying to build a fitness page.
Okay.
When we started dating, it was cute. I'd hold the phone while he filmed deadlifts, pick a song, we laugh at the outtakes. In the last months, it turned into a whole operation.
Oh.
He texts at 6:50 a.m. golden hour, quote unquote, and expects me outside with a tripod, 2 shirts, his shaker, and a towel.
Whoa.
Saturdays, I'm at the park squatting in weird angles so his jawline looks sharp.
Oh.
Sundays, I'm in our hallway editing on CapCut while he plays ranked. He plays ranked. So he's online gaming.
Oh, ranked games. I thought you said rent. I'm like, he's paying rent while you're editing? But yeah, he's playing ranked.
Yeah.
Some kind of whatever game he's playing ranked matches.
Correct.
Okay.
I don't even like being on camera, but people in the comments keep calling me Camera Girl. Ooh. Like that's my name.
Oh.
I missed brunch once because he needed a second take in the stairwell. The neighbor walks by and I wanted to evaporate. I tried to set limits. I said 1 session a week. He heard 1 session daily.
Oh.
I asked him to learn the basics so he could run it solo. He said, my hands are steadier and my eye is better. Last week, he booked a brand shoot with a small supplement shop.
Oh.
He told them we, quote unquote, could deliver 15 reels and 40 photos. We, as in me, the unpaid department of everything. They gave him 6 tubs of pre-workout as payment. Heifer. I'm allergic to caffeine and still ended up scrubbing chalk dust off my leggings for 2 hours. That night, he casually asked if I could stay up to color grade. It's just sliders, babe. I snapped. I told him, I'm done being free labor. That I'm happy to help sometimes like a normal partner, but not manage your content calendar.
Right.
I made a simple rate sheet, 35 per hour filming, 20 per hour editing, plus a cap at 4 hours a week. I sent it to him so it's clear and we don't fight. He got really pissed and said I'm sabotaging his dream and making our relationship transactional. He says real couples support each other and that if he had a big exam, I'd want him to quiz me. I said quizzing is 20 minutes, not a second job.
Yeah.
Now he's giving me short replies and filming with a friend who DM'd me. Dang, you went corporate? Did I overreact by putting a price and boundaries on something that started as a favor?
And so he in the final little bit of this, he equates this for if she has a big exam coming up, she's gonna want him to quiz her.
Right.
Oh, okay, but that's different from these hours. Okay. Wow. I mean, the title didn't do it justice.
No.
Because it's more than just a photographer.
I mean, that's how Reddit works.
That is how it works.
They get undersell it.
They get you with the bow and the ribbon, and then you take it off, and you say, "Oh, all this is in here."
Correct. Thoughts?
Oh, I mean, I'm on the spot. I'm on the hot spot. So, wow. No, you are not overreacting. I mean, the biggest thing that stood out to me was that she was literally doing everything. The only thing that he was doing was showing up and like doing the exercises or whatever. But like he's not editing. He's not like he wasn't even like bringing his shirts, the equipment. He wasn't bringing the shaker. Like he wasn't bringing anything. He expected her to bring all that stuff and he just to show up. He said he wanted to be the talent and she's everything else. Like, and she also mentions like managing his calendar, and I understand like when you're just starting out that a lot of times you do get paid in products, but this product isn't even beneficial for her because she can't have caffeine, and it doesn't even look like he's really considering her. So no, she's not overreacting.
Yeah, absolutely not. First of all, he texts her at 6:50 a.m. golden hour. Bitch,
Right.
that is not a request.
It's not.
You're literally outside of your mind. If you look to the left, you will see your mind, and you're not in it, girl. You're crazy. That's so disrespectful, and you're not getting any benefit. And also, let's say y'all were married, and this became something, and this blew up into a business, and y'all got divorced. Who owns this company now?
Right.
Because he's the face. Yeah. It's his idea and his business. But how much work did you put in? How hard would you have to fight for any equity in this? And the business ain't got no damn equity because it's barely up off the ground.
Right. I mean, these are the things to think about early on, though. I mean, y'all are just boyfriend and girlfriend. But, you know, y'all could have a future. You know, in a perfect world, y'all could have a future, end up getting married. This business could blow up. Like, yeah, she needs to, this does need to happen early. Because right now, to me, she's giving 50%, if not more. Because she's doing so much.
She's
aside from just being
85%.
And he's promising stuff without talking to her. And knowing that she's gonna have to do the brunt of that.
Correct.
Again, you just are you're in the shot.
And then you sitting down playing video games.
That part while she's
editing. Doing the work. You won't even learn the basics so you can do stuff by yourself.
Exactly.
See, when we started this podcast, there's things that I do well and there's things that you do well. And, you know, I eventually took it upon myself to learn how to do some stuff and use the software. I was very against any software.
That actually is true.
And any editing.
You were this man. You wanted to just be the talent.
No, hold on.
We had intentions going in
too much
what we thought it was going to be, because I do have experience just playing around with editing software and stuff like that. So it made sense that I was going to be the editor, and then we were going to, you know, bounce off ideas and all that stuff. But just in true, you know, organic fashion, it turns out that you actually learned the software before I did.
I mean, yeah, and I did that because I don't want to put stuff on you all the time and make it something that's very one-sided.
Yeah, I think that's the healthy thing. And they're not experiencing that at all.
Because he doesn't care. He don't care about her. He cares about his little dream. And girl, if you got to get that deep on the damn ground to get the perfect angle of his jaw, maybe his jaw ain't that perfect.
It's not that perfect. He's trying to get his best.
It don't take that much.
That's the thing too. Like, he's having her redo it and redo it and redo it. It's not even from a technical aspect, like, oh, somebody walked into the shot, or I could have lifted more, or lifted this, my form could have been better. It's like, I don't look my best.
Right.
It's aesthetic. Like, I mean, which is a part of it, but that's not really worth redoing a shot in my mind.
No. You can learn how to color grade and everything on YouTube.
Yeah, can you stay up late tonight and color grade?
Absolutely the hell not. And there's no way, even if I was him in the request of the actions needing to be done, I would absolutely be like, what can I do so that you do this and I do something else that you were going to do? And yeah, he's inconsiderate.
He's just not set up that way, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping that this will spark some kind of discussion.
Sure, please.
But yeah, that's I'm the same way. Like, I'm not gonna want you to do everything. I'm gonna want to see where I can figure out something, or how we can split the labor, or, you know, I can do more. And so
something else that he said is, you're making our relationship transactional. And I saw a video maybe at the beginning of this year that I truly believe, where they say every single relationship is transactional. Now, the transaction isn't always for profit. It's not always dollars for something. But you will not have a relationship with anyone that you get nothing from. Not time, not peace, not love, not affection, not money, not help.
Right. It just sounds cold to say it's transactional, but it's so true. I completely agree.
You know? So there has to be a give and take in every single relationship. From parent to child, from siblings to sibling, from husband and wife, husband and husband. There's going to be transactions. So
Reciprocity.
the only bitches who say stuff like that are people who either have nothing to give or don't want to give anything that they got.
That's the truth. I mean, because, yeah, and that's a healthy relationship.
Correct.
Every healthy relationship should have that reciprocity, that give and take, checks and balances. That's how it works. Because if it's one-sided, for one, that's not a healthy relationship of any kind, whether it's friends, parents, lovers. It's not a healthy relationship. And then two, if it's one-sided, 9 times out of 10, it's not going to last. Whatever that relationship is, it's not going to stay that way for long.
Absolutely not. No. And then another thing, you got I'm trying to cuss less. You got your friend texting me.
That was,
that you went corporate.
Oh, you went corporate?
Bitch, if you don't get off my damn phone, because now I got a problem with you and your bum crew. Don't talk to me.
This could turn into a breakup very easily.
Yeah. I don't know if we're at breakup yet, but honestly, you know me.
It could snowball into one.
It's very close. As a matter of fact, go ahead and leave that man. He sounds broke. He got no vision. And least of all, he has no inspiration to work for himself. He's not even trying to take matters into his own hand to learn the thing that's his passion project. But once things start to go wrong, he said, what? He didn't say, girl, you're messing up our dream. You said, you're ruining my dream.
That's true.
Well, bitch, if it's your dream, pay for it.
Yeah.
Get out of my face.
I think that's ultimately the best solution. Honestly, he should just either pay her, but ideally for me, I think he should just hire somebody.
Correct. You should not.
Because it's just starting to muddle up the relationship. I think the best option here would just be to hire somebody who knows how to do this, and just y'all can be boyfriend and girlfriend, and she not involved in the business.
Correct. Top comment. Nope. Didn't overreact. Bro wants a free employee under him, but is trying to frame it as a supportive partner.
Yeah, he's working her. Literally working her.
Another comment. You went corporate. He's the one requesting free labor for his own profit margins so he can accomplish nothing that benefits you. Listen, if your man was banking on this and splitting the income with you, I tell you to keep going. Yeah. But what he's doing is complete waste of time, and he's almost in his 30s. Ooh.
Oh, well, that's true. That's true.
It's a fact.
That's true.
Beyond that, his friend texting you means your boyfriend is talking shit about you behind your back.
Correct.
Facts.
Correct.
If couples support each other, like he said, he wouldn't be talking behind your back. That would be a relationship deal killer for me.
That's a really good point. And that's a whole nother level, because as y'all are in a relationship, this should be something y'all discuss within the relationship.
Correct.
He shouldn't be bad-mouthing you or bringing this up to someone outside of the relationship.
Absolutely not.
So, dang, that's crazy. But, and the sad part is, it wouldn't surprise me if he broke up with her because he feels like she's not doing what she needs to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
That's terrible.
Ugh. All right. On to the next story.
Uh-oh.
This comes from... Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for calling my friend's husband a useless piece of shit?
Damn.
And once again, we don't pre-read these. I don't even pre-read these. I look at the title, see how long the story looks, and then I'll save it for later. And I pull them probably a couple of days or a week in advance. So...
And just on the top level, I'm leaning towards no. Something about that phrase, a useless piece of shit. Like, I feel like you don't get there unwarranted. I don't think you get to that point unwarranted. I'm gonna side with the OP for now. But let's see what the details are.
I concur.
Okay.
Now, my best friend and her husband have 4 kids. 8 female, 6 female, 4 female, and 3 female.
Okay, they're all girls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, quick pause. If you know me, you know me. Male, female is really the Reddit lingo. Mm-hmm. But anyways, that's how it's written.
Yeah.
So, my friend's husband is a great dad when someone is there to help.
Oh.
When he's alone with all 4 kids, he gets overwhelmed and freezes. 4 weeks ago, my friend was sick, so I brought over dinner. We thought it was just a bad cold.
Okay.
When we were eating, my friend went to the bathroom, and the 3-year-old followed her. The 3-year-old came running out saying her mom was throwing up. All of the kids ran to the bathroom, followed by me and my friend's husband. I helped her clean up while her husband went to get her nausea medicine and a thermometer. When he came back, I asked him to get the kids out of the bathroom so she could have some space.
Right.
After we got the kids out, I took her temperature and it came back at almost 104.
Ooh.
So I went out to get her some Tylenol and water. I get back and the kids are all in the bathroom again because their dad can't keep them away from the bathroom for 2 minutes. I give her the Tylenol and water and she almost immediately starts to vomit again and then passes out. Her husband just stood there while I was trying to get her into the recovery position, get the kids away from her, and call 911.
Oof.
I managed to get all of them out of the bathroom, and her husband is coming back every 20 seconds asking if I can call their nanny to help with the kids.
Wow.
If I can go to the hospital with her, and did I start the dishwasher, or does he need to hand wash the youngest sippy cup, etc.
Wow.
When my friend regained consciousness, he even started asking her how to do bedtime for the little ones. Did she wash their pajamas yet? Did they get screen time that day? Or can he put on a movie? I told him his wife couldn't hold his hand right now, and he just had to figure it out. He told me he's not usually the one that deals with this, and he's trying his best. Then goes back to asking what stories the kids like. What setting does he put the sound machine on? And how do they like their milk? I just snapped and I told him to figure it out on his own and called him a useless piece of shit.
Ooh!
It's been nearly a month and he still acts all pissy when I stop by the house.
I don't like her. I don't want it.
My friend says he'll get over it, but my boyfriend thinks I was unnecessarily rude. And he was trying his best. Oh, bitch.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for calling him a useless piece of shit when he couldn't handle his own kids while his wife was experiencing a medical emergency?
Ooh. Look, baby girl wife was going through, honey. She done passed out when she regained consciousness. Started asking her questions. It's not funny, but I'm picturing it as a sitcom. You know, a la the Parkers. It's just hilarious.
Ciao.
Cause she come to and he right there in front of her. Hey,
girl,
do you know how they take their milk?
Yeah, what's the temperature for the milk? Did they have TV time? Or can I put a movie on? Did they have too much screen time?
Listen,
let me tell you something.
I have a lot of thoughts. Wait, no, you want to go first?
No.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now this might be a little controversial.
Lord Jesus.
This might be a little controversial. Everybody, gird your loins. So, on the base, I don't think she's an asshole for calling him a useless piece of shit. I'm kind of torn on that.
What?
Because I know. There's two sides to this that I'm seeing. Now, I do feel like he definitely should have had this together. Should have been able to hold his daughters accountable. Like, get his daughters together. Should have been able to, just take over. However, there's a bigger issue here. And the bigger issue is that clearly he's not doing stuff normally. Like, clearly on a normal day, just a random Wednesday, everybody's in great health. There's so many responsibilities and so many things that he is not doing. Mm-hmm. Which is why it's such a big deal now. Mm-hmm. That's the issue. The issue is that she's already was doing too much to begin with. So you can only fault him so much in this very instance for not reading the room, for not getting himself together. He literally does not know how to because he never has to. And that's the issue that needs to be addressed once she's 100% health. Now, I do think he should be able to handle himself a little better than what he's doing, just being an adult and a father. But I understand, you literally never have to do this. So you don't know what to do. You all over the place. But yeah, that being said, you definitely should be better than what this is. And I don't think useless asshole... A useless piece of shit.
Useless piece of
a
shit.
Useless piece of shit. That's wild. But I wouldn't say she an asshole for it. No. Cause he is.
Well,
for lack of a better word, he is. You are. You're useless. But it's not all your fault that you're useless.
Okay.
Those are my takes. That's my take.
Right. And that was Delhi. For any of you who
that
might
was
be
Delhi.
Because I want to delineate opinions right here and right now.
Uh-huh.
I respectfully disagree.
Mm-hmm.
He is the biggest waste of space.
Mm.
And I want you to start. I want to start with what you said.
Mm-hmm.
That he often doesn't have to.
Right.
That's the first lie. Bitch, you motherfucking have to all the time. But you don't. Those are your kids, bitch. You do have to know what's going on with your kids, but you don't. Mm-hmm. Too many of these men have children. You're busy making feet for shoes, but you don't know how to rear children. You know nothing about your kids. You don't know who the teachers are. You don't know who the doctors are. You don't even know how to prepare their milk. Is the brain on? I don't think so. And you not doing it doesn't mean that it wasn't your responsibility to do it. And just because your wife always does it does not absolve you from the responsibility of being able to do it. So now you being wrong in the past for the past at least 8 years, because the oldest child is 8, now makes you a mondo useless piece of shit. Today, it's 100% all his fault. You are a useless piece of shit. And that's even difficult because actual shit is at least biodegradable. You can use it to fertilize. You can grow crops from shit. And you can't seem to do a damn thing. You a bitch. You're crazy.
Now,
Your kids, you can't keep your kids out of the bathroom. Mama is unconscious with her head in the toilet. And you're gonna go, the best friend got the kids out, told you, watch the kids. Checked on her. Got Tylenol, got water, got a thermometer, checked her temperature, called 911.
Yeah.
You can't keep 4 kids out the bathroom.
He said, hey, can you call the nanny?
Can I call your nanny?
You think you got time to call her? I know she's unconscious right now, but you just called 911. So can you call the nanny?
Could you go to hell?
Oh.
Could you? And we're going to come back to him, but also, sister, your boyfriend saying that you dump that motherfucker too. 2 useless men. Because then her OP's boyfriend was like, you were too hard on him. He was doing his best. Well, maybe you shouldn't do your best. Maybe you should do her best. Because you're garbage.
I mean,
you're a father.
Now, I will say this about the husband. The friend's husband, the sick friend's husband, just so we know who we're talking about here. I mean, yeah, he lacks a lot of skills that he should have. I'm going back to what I said originally. He lacks a lot of skills that he should have, but I do feel like his wife needs to hold some accountability here. Cause why you got 4 kids with this guy, and there's never been a chance, there's never been any point along this journey of 4 kids that you were like, hey, there's some things you need to lock up. We
don't have that information.
We don't. That's why I can't fully blame him.
No.
Because I don't have the other side of this. Like, has she been trying to ingrain in you and
Probably.
you just not receiving? See, that's an assumption.
There's no way. Well, there's no way. There's no way that she is running herself ragged for 4 children and never not once said, hey, this is what I need you to do. This man showed you in this one instance how great he can do incompetence. Bitch, you can't call your nanny. Sister is tired. She probably gave up years ago from even trying to get him. Now, one thing I will say, and we don't blame the victims, and mama, you are a victim. Just in case you didn't know. Please, my ladies, my sisters, my friends, goddesses, queens, stop having these babies with these fucking idiots. What is this about? What is this about?
I don't know.
What is this about?
I don't know.
What is this about? I just don't see it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And I don't ever have to live it by the grace of God.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just always so sad.
Yeah.
I'm a mom of 4. You're a single mom with a husband.
Works too hard.
Right. Got a head on her toilet. And your husband can't use a damn phone. This is embarrassing.
Ooh, it is embarrassing. You know, that's why it hit hard too. That's why he mad a month later. Because, you know, she called him a useless piece of shit. And he was like, oh, well, damn.
Right.
Damn.
Because now your incompetencies and your fallacies exist outside of those 4 walls. That little farce of a house you built with your wife and then 4 daughters. And it's crazy. You got 4 daughters and you still ain't learned how to treat women right or how to be a man. You're the only one in the house.
I'm interested to hear. I would be interested to know what he does do. Cause you know I'm still two sides of the coin. No, she's not wrong for calling him a useless piece of shit. Cause in that instance he was. And at the same time, like, this should be an eye-opening experience for you, sir, because you can't live like this. You can't keep living like this.
Sure.
It needs to be an eye-opening experience for the wife as well. Because, girl, what's going on here? What's going on in your home?
Sure.
With the father of your kids.
Let's get to some of these comments.
Yes, please.
Not the asshole. Wife unconscious. He's asking about bedtime stories and sippy cups. Sometimes harsh truth is needed.
Mm-hmm.
Someone also said, not the asshole, he froze in an actual emergency. Bedtime routines can wait when someone's passing out. I think you missed the point, but sure. Somebody said, he didn't freeze. Pretty sure he's never had to be a parent before. Again, it's just a vernacular for me. He absolutely had to be a parent. He just chose not to. But okay, let me continue with this comment. I'm 100% certain he'd call himself a great dad without ever having looked after the children, without relying on his partner to do most of the mental, emotional, and physical work. Honestly, he's giving one of those bitches who's just like, I gotta babysit this weekend. You can't babysit your own kids, bitch.
That's true. Now, that's something I don't agree with. Like, I'm babysitting this weekend. Those are your kids. You're looking after your kids. That's just part of the job. Disgusting. I think that needs to be redefined in that household. Exactly what it entails.
Disgusting.
I wish we had more details, of course.
Well, all I can say, OP, this should be an eye-opening experience. If not for your friend to realize that her husband is pathetic, you now know you also have a piece of shit boyfriend. Because to take his side, to me, is egregious. Especially when he's not friends with him. That's your boyfriend. He really went out of his way to jump through hoops for a man who can't father his own children. So, not the asshole. And my friends know. Y'all know.
Yeah.
I would have said worse.
I mean, yeah.
I would have said worse.
I think OP's boyfriend is probably he obviously leaning more to the guy's side, but I think he just sees how I see. Where it's like there's 2 things going on here. There's a couple of things that need to be addressed.
Yeah.
And I don't put all the blame on the dad, but a lot of it is there.
Oh wait, hold on. We got a little more tea.
Okay.
I just need to confirm something. Hold on. Ooh, shit.
Uh-oh. Is there an update? Sometimes they give you updates, y'all. The ones we've been reading don't have that normally, but this could have an update.
It could.
Let's see.
I just went, okay. Ciao. So, somebody said, honestly, I think you were too kind. Would he have even called 911 if you weren't there? Or just shaken her awake to ask her why she was slacking off? This dude is not a good dad. He's cosplaying while his wife works herself to serious illness. I bet she hasn't even been given any help to recover either. I would be making it my life mission to make this dude miserable and get my friend ready for a divorce.
Ooh.
She's already a single mom. Oh, we in London. Removing him would be a net drop in care work because she has to parent him as well. T.
Wow, they had a good point there.
And OP responded, she spent 3 days in the hospital and her dad stayed at the house for a week to help out.
Wow.
And I stopped by whenever I could to check on things so she was able to recover in peace for the most part. Now,
there were two things there that stood out to me, and she answered one of them in her response because I was like, what exactly would be happening if she wasn't there to help her friend?
People would have to... And let me
that's the
say
thing.
this.
People had to come in and help.
People coming in and help, even if you were super dad or super mom, there's no shame in receiving
There's no
help.
shame in that and getting the extra help. Because you do have 4 kids.
Yeah, but the help doesn't seem to be coming from a place of like, I mean, you didn't lose your wife. So it's not a state of devastation.
Yeah.
You're trying to find some type of normalcy while you're grieving and mentally need to deal with it. Mm-hmm. They literally came because you couldn't handle being a father for 3 days by yourself.
Right.
Disgusting. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move on to the final story.
I think we could be here all day picking
We could, but we got about 10 minutes. We're going to try and get this last story out really quickly, okay?
All right.
This also comes from Am I the Asshole? Now, am I the asshole for taking my niece on vacation after her parents planned one without her?
Ooh. See, I'm of two minds here because you kind of are undermining, but also it's like she just left to her own devices. So I guess we need more details. Got to dig in.
Yeah, I mean, parents should have vacations away.
Correct.
Now, my parents took us every single place that they went for, like, you know, a long time that I could see. We weren't staying at home or, you know, staying with other people. They just weren't taking vacations unless we went with them that I could remember. Mm-hmm. But you saying, hey, we're husband and wife, we're going to go on a vacation. Just because you go on a vacation does not mean your children need to go.
That's true.
Your baby don't need to see Saint-Tropez.
That's true. And I think that there's pressure probably these days for parents to always have their kids with them or don't leave their kids. But I think you do need your couple time. You need your alone time if you're a single parent.
Yeah.
If you're a married couple, you need your couple time alone just to kind of... It doesn't make you a bad parent just because you go on a solo vacation. I'm interested to see
exactly. It depends on what the vacation were and how it was gone about. Exactly. I don't think anybody should be the a-hole for this, but...
You know, is the child on punishment? There's so many different things that could be going on here.
Right. So my niece, 11, is the youngest child with 4 older brothers. Yikes.
Wow. Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know why that hit with that.
Because you have other children.
You have other children. But let's see.
Because the other kids are old enough and they're not in the house. But let's see. She's also the youngest cousin, grandchild, and the only girl.
My goodness. Between
that and the fact that she was very sick when she was little, she's a little spoiled by everyone except her parents.
Okay.
When she turned 11, she told her mom she wanted to go on a weekend trip with just her and her mom. Her mom made a big deal about her wanting to exclude her dad and brothers. They refused to do the trip and also didn't plan anything for her birthday. So I took her on her trip myself. Last month was one of her brother's birthdays.
Okay.
He decided that for his birthday, he wanted everyone to go to Mexico except for my niece. Her parents agreed that it was fair because she wanted a trip without them. They can get one without her.
Okay.
They asked me if I could watch her for 10 days. My niece was so upset, so I decided to plan a surprise trip for her. I have some clients in Miami, so I arranged for us to go there for 5 days, drive up to Orlando for 3 days, and then fly to New York for 2 days. You better ball.
Wow.
Baby. Where I also had to get some work done. It was technically a work trip, but I was able to plan a lot of fun outings for my niece. Just before their trip to Mexico, I told my niece's parents that I had to be in Florida and New York for work during the trip, but I could take her with me since it was so last minute. They had to agree as they didn't have any other childcare and couldn't miss this trip. She had a blast. We spent a day in Disney World, went to 2 Broadway shows, spent most of our time in Florida on the beach, did a lot of shopping, got room service for the first time, and our tickets were upgraded, so we flew first class on our way home.
Hey.
Her parents are mad that I spoiled her and undermined them, so I don't get to see her as much as I used to. I'm still there after school childcare. I'm still there after school childcare, so I see her a few days a week. And they're going around telling extended family that I took their kid across the country without permission because I was upset about her being punished for being rude.
Ooh. Okay, so just to make sure I understand. She had a birthday come up and she requested that the boys not go.
She wanted a mommy-daughter trip.
Okay, a mommy-daughter trip, and that was for her birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. And do we know if the dad went?
No, because the mom said, "You little bitch, you don't want your daddy to go? And what about your brothers? I'm not doing that. Who do you think you are?"
She refused it.
Yes.
Okay.
So they didn't do anything for her birthday.
There was a lot going on
here. So
here.
the uncle we don't know OP's gender, but
we assume that OP is a woman though.
Yeah.
We just assume, but we don't know her gender.
The aunt
we don't know
or uncle,
their gender.
Yeah. The aunt or uncle then took her on a little trip and did something for her birthday for 11. So then now when the older son had a birthday, they were like, oh, well, she didn't want us. So now we're going to do a trip without her.
Okay, so...
And then they went on a trip without her. And they were like, watch our daughter while we go on vacation.
That first situation is really interesting because the mom of this girl was just like, we're not doing that. And not only are we not doing it, we're not doing any trip at all. And the aunt or uncle, the OP, was like, I'll take you on the trip. That first go round anyway. Mm-hmm. That's already very interesting. That's an interesting dynamic there, I feel like.
Right.
Okay, and so here comes one of the boys' birthday. And they honor his request.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, we're gonna go do this trip. And we're gonna leave little girl behind. Mm-hmm. That's a lot going on. This is a tough one because it's like, am I the asshole? This is a tough
one. It ain't that damn tough.
To me, it's tough because this is already a weird situation to me. It's already a weird situation. It's not tough in whether or not you're the asshole because the answer I feel is no.
Absolutely.
I feel like you're not an asshole because it's a really weird situation to me, just the initial family dynamic. The mom, the dad, the 4 boys, and this little girl. That's already a weird situation that they would just not honor her request. And then they would honor the son's request and just leave her behind. And then get upset when she's doing something separate, different with the person that she's been left with. At the end of the day, this was a work trip and it was really nice. But it was just a work trip. It wasn't like I went out of my way to do, Anyway, I feel like, just cut that. But I feel like no. The answer is no. You are not the asshole. I feel like that was really wrong for her parents to leave her behind like that after ignoring her request to do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her parents are disgusting.
That's the thing. I mean,
first of all,
that's a weird situation there.
First of all, I do not have a degree in therapy. Mm-hmm. I am not a psychiatrist. I am not a psychologist. But when you tell me that the only girl born into the family, the only girl cousin, the only girl grandchild was also born extremely sick and then survived and is coddled from everybody but her parents, there's multiple different avenues. I can't speak on it because I don't know who y'all are. I ain't a doctor and I can't diagnose you other than calling you a dirty, low-down cunt. But what I can say is, it don't sound like that you're happy that your daughter lived. It don't sound like you're happy that you have a daughter. Sounds like you hate that bitch, and that's very crazy. For your daughter to say that she wants a mother-daughter trip, and you respond to with volatility and not my man, I'm not leaving my man home. Go all the way to hell.
I guess I was being nice by saying that's a weird situation.
It's
really just... But yeah, that's what
It's always good to have somebody with the dynamics who's going to say things and have a more open mindset.
I was being a little gentle
My mindset is very closed. You're pieces of garbage and you suck. You do not like your daughter. And not only that, But now you're isolating her from one person who cares for her. And I'm personally concerned for that little girl's well-being because it did not have to be to that level. There's times where, my dad and I and Nico were like left home when Omari went on a trip, and my mom went to chaperone, and it was us, and we did stuff together. There's times where, like, each of us have our own relationship with our parents that's not dependent on their relationship with the other siblings. Especially we joke about who's their favorite and stuff. My parents worked really hard to make sure that we all felt equally loved, but then at the same time, not feel like we deserve things based off of the other person, right?
Yeah.
So our relationship with them is our own. And
it's just a bad situation all around.
What?
I mean, we don't know all the ins and outs, but from what we got here, I mean, it's different because she's the only girl. And I can understand her wanting, and she's the youngest. So she's the only girl and she's the youngest in her family, her home little family. I could understand, that doesn't seem irrational for her to request a trip with just her mom and none of the boys. You know what I'm saying? None of the boys, and all of them are older. So it seems extra malicious for one of them to come back and request, oh, I don't want her there. She's only one.
Yeah.
She's only the one girl. It's just the one.
Yeah.
How much havoc can she really wreak on y'all?
I don't know. Sounds like mom wants to be the only queen bee. And she has some very much disturbed ideas going on in her head to me. Because the reason why you're not doing it is because, like, one, your husband. Girl, fuck you. What? That's just so absurd to me. And it confuses me and it makes me angry, right? And, like, part of the thing when I'm bringing up with, like, my parents and stuff, like, there's times where, like, my mom, birthdays, for instance, because, literally every single person in my family, in our household, was born September, October, November.
Right.
And I was born in March. And when my brother's birthdays came around, I would feel so jealous. And I would feel like, well, bitch, I want a cake with my name on it. I want stuff too. And my mom shut that down so quick. And I remember my mom being the person like, you don't get stuff just because they get stuff. That literally has nothing to do with anything.
Right.
My mom will buy us gifts, and then let's say Iniko get 5 gifts and I get 2, but my 2 gifts add up to the cost of his 5 gifts. And I'm like, but he got 5 things. And, I used to be jealous when my brothers got glasses, right?
Yeah.
And my mom had to do a very good job of being like, listen, bitch, you don't need. Like, there's equity and equality, and balancing that as a parent is very difficult at times, especially when you're incompetent. Thank God my parents were not.
Right, because they're definitely not getting that here.
No, they're not. And they don't understand how to balance.
Exactly.
And it's just so crazy. So crazy how they're treating this girl. And it's concerning to me. And then you have older brothers who are also treating her like that. Like, I want to know how old these brothers are.
Right.
Why are you so mad that she didn't want you on a girls trip?
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, that's why I'm always struggling with these, because I always want to know more. Like, how old are these boys? And I do think, it's just terrible that she's getting, like, reprimanded or punished. The OP's getting reprimanded or punished for caring, and for taking the niece on this, like, she had her own thing going on. You should never get in trouble for doing your own thing while the family is doing,
Right. And
that's the thing.
Their trip probably was garbage.
Probably. That's what it's given. The trip was garbage.
Because auntie could take care of her, and then because auntie or uncle, because there's a younger child, a lot of the other stuff is going to be way more affordable. She's 11. A lot of stuff starts at 12. So she was able to probably do more. And feeding an 11-year-old is a lot cheaper than feeding 3 older boys.
Right.
So they were mad.
It's 4.
Yeah.
I think it's 4. I want to say it's 4.
They were mad that 4 older brothers. That's crazy. They were mad that not only did she have a trip, but the trip was better than theirs.
Exactly.
And they wanted her to suffer. It's an 11-year-old. Let's read the first the top comment, right?
Yeah.
So she asked for a trip with mom alone. They said no. It's mean to the brothers. But when the brother wants a trip without her, it's fine because she had dared to ask for a trip without the siblings. What sort of mind-bending parents does this poor girl have? Not the asshole. You are a wonderful person to look out for her.
That's why that blew my mind. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Like, I have to get a summary of the story I just heard because that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. But see, I don't expect people to make sense. Most people are wild and irrational beings swirling in a vortex on a marble in space. And a lot of them suck, like this girl's parents. It's a next comment under that. It's the we have contempt for females type of parents.
It is given that.
Exactly. Opie is not the asshole. She's a hero.
Wow. That's, you know, it's the wow is just like me thinking of this little girl's life. Like, this was an instance of you. Little did you know, this is gonna be maybe the last good time you have. Probably. It's scary. It's really scary. But and then she's like, they're limiting the aunt or uncle's access to her now.
Yeah, but not enough so that they still need her for after school.
Correct. Care. Not that
because it's given broke.
Just enough to do nothing extra.
Let me tell you something. I feel like in my family, this type of shit wouldn't fly.
No, I don't think so.
And, you know, there's different degrees of people who would confront you to your face.
Yeah.
Unfairness to children is something that does not fly in our family.
Yeah.
And either somebody's going to tell it to your face a little bit softer, like, hey, girl, this is kind of crazy. Or it's going to be a big blow-up shouting match because what you're doing is malicious. And malice towards kids... No.
Yeah, they're treating her like she was on a punishment, but she didn't do anything.
She literally didn't do anything except for... The only thing that she did was love her mother so much that she wanted alone time with her mother.
And maybe that's even, you know, speaks more to the dynamic because I'm not getting any time with you.
Correct.
You know?
Correct. Next comment. She will learn not to express wishes and opinions after her mom punished her for having one.
Dang, yeah. Wow.
Yeah. I want to start like doling punishments out to people. I mean, I know it's not going to be enforced, but
you never know.
I really feel like
the universe could hear you. The universe could hear you and was like, you know what?
You know,
death.
Nothing that great.
Well, she said, death to them all.
Death to them all. Word to Wendy Williams.
Listen.
No, but your parents need their ass beat with a wet belt. At least that. You just said death.
I mean, I'm just saying it was
all
just,
right.
You know, beat with a wet belt is always, death is always something. I wasn't, as you said, you're going to start doling out punishments. I know you were starting today. I'm saying, you know, that's what I would have said if I was going to say it. You did say it.
Allegedly. But anyways. Thank you. Thank you for joining us on this episode of Relly and Deli Read Reddit Stories. So many R's.
So many things. So many R's. I'm just reeling from these stories. And I wish we had more time.
Right.
But we've actually said off. I think we've made some great points here. But there's like so much I want to dig into. But there's no more details.
No, there's no more details. Maybe I'll keep an eye on them. See if there's updates in the future.
Yeah.
But make sure you comment below. Let us know what you think. Do you agree with these?
We'd love to hear other points of view.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think about these stories? And what are your takes on, am I the asshole? Are they the asshole? Are they overreacting?
Correct. And make sure that you join us on Reddit at u/Relly and Deli Podcast.
Absolutely.
Where you can submit your own questions or scenarios, spill some tea anonymously on other events. You want to get our takes on it, or request other movies or TV shows, or even songs and albums in the future that you want us to review on Mondays.
Give us that interaction. Like, share, subscribe.
All of the things. Thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to join us Monday for another movie review. Bye.
Bye.